Hi, team. So here is the one pager we talked about in PLC today. I'm just going to walk you through it and let me know if you guys have any questions after the walkthrough. I don't mind setting up a meeting just to make sure we're all on the same page. All right, so first things first with the schedule. So due to the speaker coming at 10:30, we're going to start at morning meeting. So at 8:30, okay? And even down here, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but down here, is your combined Zoom link to add to your morning meeting button. You want to make sure you do that Monday morning so that way when your kids click on morning meeting, they're going to be a part of this. Okay? So from 8:30 to 8:45, I'm going to open up this session. It's going to be like very similar to what you're seeing right now. So there'll be an introduction. They'll watch this 2-minute video and then they're going to set up their notes. This is the biggest thing. So as they're experiencing you guys speaking, they're going to be taking notes as they go. So they're going to set this up at that morning meeting session just to make sure they already have this ready for every single speaker that comes in. Okay. And then they will go into breakout rooms. I'm just going to let the Zoom do random breakout rooms just for time's sake, because we don't have a lot of time. So going back to the layout. After the opening session, it'll be rotation 1. And again, keep in mind, you guys already chose what you are presenting on. You're only presenting on your topic alone. So every single rotation, you're giving the same presentation. Okay? And your presentation template is linked down here. Okay? Under resources. So when I click on that, it's going to open this up. And here you have your title. So if you're doing women's suffrage or if you're doing the 3 branches of government, that's what you would put there as your title. Then your introduction slide. Has anyone ever heard of the 3 branches of government? Or has anyone ever heard of voting? Or whatever the question may be based on your topic, okay? Then you want to insert a kid-friendly definition. So if it's women's suffrage, if it's the 3 branches of government, you want to put a small definition about government there so that way the kids know. And then as the kids are setting up their notes, they're skipping 5 lines between each session. So you want to make sure, just like you would with a criteria of success, that you're letting them know what you are talking about. So for an example, Mr. Lilly's doing 3 branches of government. Mr. Lilly would probably say, today we're going to talk about these 3 to 5 things: judicial branch, executive branch, and legislative branch. Okay? So that way the scholars know the 3 things they're taking notes on. They can go ahead and write those down. So as Mr. Lilly's going through, they already have it set up. Okay? Then vocabulary. So what vocabulary is vital to your lesson? So if you're doing women's suffrage, you definitely want that to be a vocabulary word that the kids are taking notes on. Okay? And make sure your definitions are not from the dictionary, but make sure they're from like a kid dictionary or something along that sort, because there's no point of giving them a definition if they don't even understand the definition. So just make sure you put it in kid-friendly terms. This is where you're going to put your video. Everybody has an assigned video on that one pager, so this is where that video will go. What you want to do is you want to watch that video and come up with at least 5 questions or things that you want to chat about. So you want to kind of open up the conversation. If it's the 3 branches of government, you might want to ask the kids, what is the judicial branch and who's in it, right? Just to make sure you have some conversation. Let's learn a few more facts. This slide is here if you want to pull a short reading or watch another short video or have a picture here and you guys talk about the image. Whatever you want to do, this is kind of your creativity slide to put whatever you want on there about your topic. And then the exit ticket. Sorry guys, there's speaker notes on all of these, just in case you had questions. So have them summarize what they've learned in a paragraph or ask specific questions. Either way, scholars should answer in the chat. You want to make sure you're getting an exit ticket from everyone. All right, so that's your presentation template. And again, it's linked here. The last thing I want to talk about, or the last two things I want to talk about. Is the parent letters. So there are parent letters linked here. They are in Spanish and English. Okay, you want to make sure that you send them on Dojo by Thursday night. I even have the message here you are sending to parents. Okay, so you can just copy and paste, send it on Dojo if you want to do that today. By all means, go ahead and knock it out. Resources. So down here, Mr. Lilly asked for some resources, so I just provided them for everyone. You guys have my presentation. Okay, then you have your presentation template. Then you have a page full of election resources. When you guys click there, it's going to open up a folder of so much stuff. Just make sure you look through that. Last but not least, so as you guys see, we have our rotations. Everybody will present. And at the end, they're going to go to the speaker. Once I get the Zoom link for the speaker, it will be here. What you want to do is make sure that you have the voting button on your page for the speaker. So the kids are accessing our joint session through the morning meeting button. Okay, so Monday morning, you're going to change your Zoom link to the morning meeting, the combined Zoom link that you see down here. Okay, and then they're going to enter the speaker session, which is all of 3-5, through the Zoom link that's going to be here and that voting button that's linked there. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that. After the speaker, they are coming back to that morning meeting button to actually vote. Okay, so I decided to say voting for last because the kids will want to vote and that will make them come back. Okay, because of time, we had to do that at the very end. So kind of keep that in mind. If you guys want to go through my PowerPoint, you'll be able to see the ending of the session, which has all of the voting information there. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me and ask. Oh, last thing before I forget. Here, where your videos are linked, after you've added your video to your presentation, please put your PowerPoint presentation link here when you're done. Okay, please put your PowerPoint presentation in the place of your video when you're done with your presentation. All right. Any questions? Again, feel free to ask me. And I hope you guys have a great day.